Good morning, class. Today we will discuss exercise 3.4 of understanding quadrilaterals. Okay, come to the first question. We have to state true or false. The A part, all rectangles are squares. In a rectangle, we all know that in a square, all the sides are equal. But in the rectangle, only opposite sides are parallel and equal. So we cannot say that all rectangles are squares. So the first statement is false. Coming to the B part, all rhombus are parallelogram. If we come to the definition of parallelogram, the definition of parallelogram is a quadrilateral having opposite sides parallel and equal. In rhombus also the opposite sides are parallel and equal. So I can say that all rhombus are parallelogram. So this equation is true. Now coming to the C part, all squares are rhombus and rectangles. We can say in the rhombus all the sides are equal. I can say this is a rhombus, all sides are equal, and in the rectangle opposite sides are equal and all angles are 90 degree. I can say that a square is a rhombus because all sides are equal, and a square is also a rectangle because opposite sides are equal. So this statement is true. All squares are rhombus and also rectangles. Come to the D part, all squares are not parallelogram. Now square comes under the category of parallelogram, so I can say that all squares are parallelogram. So this statement is false. Now coming to the E part, all kites are rhombus. In rhombus, we all know that all sides are equal. In rhombus, if we see the rhombus, all sides are equal. This side, this side, this side, and this side, all sides are equal. But in a kite, if I form a kite, in the kite only the adjacent sides are equal. So I can say this side will be equal to this side will be equal to this side. Only adjacent sides are equal. So in rhombus all sides are equal, and in kite only adjacent sides are equal. So I can't say that all kites are rhombus. So this statement is false. Now next is all rhombus are kites. In a kite, two adjacent sides are equal, and in the rhombus all sides are equal. So the statement all rhombus are kites is true. Coming to the G part, all parallelogram are trapezium. Now the minimum definition of trapezium is a trapezium is a quadrilateral in which opposite one pair of sides are parallel, and in the parallelogram also the opposite sides are parallel and equal. So this equation or this statement is true. Now coming to the H part, all squares are trapezium. In the trapezium, if I draw the trapezium, this is a trapezium, only one pair of sides is parallel. And if I see the square, in the square also one pair of sides, this is a square, this side is parallel, and again this sides are also parallel. So this is also a trapezium. So this statement, all squares are trapezium, is true. Now coming to the second part, second question, identify all the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. Four sides of equal length. The first quadrilateral is square. In square, all the sides are of equal length, and the second quadrilateral is rhombus. In rhombus also, all the sides are of equal length. No other quadrilateral is having all four sides of equal length. Come to the B part, four right angles. We all know that four right angles, there are only two quadrilaterals in which four right angles are present. First is the square and second is the rectangle. Okay, come to the third question. Explain how a square is a quadrilateral. So how square is a quadrilateral? It is a four-sided figure. It is a four-sided figure. So I can say square is a quadrilateral. Now B, we have to explain why square is a parallelogram. Now in a square, opposite sides are parallel and equal. So I can say a square is a parallelogram. Now come to the third part. Explain how a square is a rhombus. Now in the square, all sides are equal. In square, all sides are equal, so square is a rhombus. Coming to the fourth part, how a square is a rectangle. Now in square, the opposite sides are equal and all angles are 90 degree. So I can say square is a rectangle. So I can say a square is a rhombus, it is a parallelogram, and also it is a rectangle. Now coming to the fourth part, fourth question, name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. First part. Now in every parallelogram the diagonals bisect each other. So I can say the diagonals bisect each other in parallelogram, in rhombus, in square, and in rectangle. The diagonals bisect each other. Now come to the second part. Name the quadrilateral whose diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Now the perpendicular bisector, we can say only the square and rhombus have the property that the diagonals bisect each other at right angles, or the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Now come to the third part. Name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are equal. There are only two quadrilaterals, that is square and rectangle, whose quadrilaterals are the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are equal. Now come to the fifth question. Explain why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. I can say that first point, the diagonals lie inside the quadrilateral or the rectangle. The diagonals lie inside the rectangle, so it is a convex quadrilateral. This is a condition of convex quadrilateral. That a quadrilateral is convex only if the diagonals lie inside the quadrilateral. So in the rectangle, the diagonals lie inside the figure, so it is a convex quadrilateral. And I can also say that all the interior angles are less than 180 degree. All the interior angles are less than 180 degree. So it is a convex quadrilateral. Now coming to the last question, sixth question of this exercise. ABC is a right angle triangle and O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle. If I make the figure, A, B and C, this is a right angle triangle, right angle at B, and O is the midpoint of AC. I can say AO will be equal to OC. Now explain why O is equidistant from A, B and C. Now what I can do is I can draw a line parallel and equal to BC. So I can say this is a line which is parallel and equal to BC. Now again I can say draw a line which is parallel and equal to side AB. So I can draw a line parallel to AB. Let they are cutting at point D. Now I can say that ABCD will be a rectangle. ABCD will be a rectangle. Now in the rectangle, the diagonals are equal. So I can say that the diagonal AC will be equal to diagonal BD. Now if the diagonals are equal, then their half will also be equal. So half of AC will be equal to half of BD. That means half of AC is AO will be equal to half of BD, that is BO. And in the question it is given that AO is equal to OC. So I can say that AO is equal to OC is equal to BO. So from this I can say that O is equidistant from A, B and C. That's why AO is equal to OC is equal to B. Okay. Thank you all of you.